America is not a racist country.
Many of you might have heard the story of Donovan Lewis. He is the Ohio man that was killed in his bed by police, following their commands, doing everything they told him to. In this country, a cop see even biracials as black and they will kill them just like anybody else in the black community. This is the way it is in America. So, y'all, I'm going to play this audio from CNN.
Police in Columbus, Ohio have released body cam video showing an officer fatally shooting an unarmed black man in his bed. Police say officers thought the victim had something in his hands. It turned out to be a vape pen. CNN's Omar Jimenez has this report, which contains disturbing video.
It started with an early morning knock at the door, and Columbus police officers preparing to serve a felony warrant for domestic violence, assault, and improper handling of a firearm.
Columbus Police, we're not leaving. We know you're inside.
It should be noted that they spent 8 to 10 minutes knocking on the door.
A man eventually opened the door. He and another person inside were detained, but a third, who ended up being the target of the warrant, was believed to be behind this door.
We're going to send that dog in. Hands. Oh. He's got some in his hand.
The something in his hands didn't turn out to be a weapon, police say, but a vape pen was found next to him on the bed.
Okay, so they shot him as soon as the door opened, y'all. Now, I did try to show the video, but it was flagging me, so that's why I played the audio. So please don't think that I didn't want to show you the video. You actually see him get shot and him collapsing on the bed. So I guess because of the graphic nature, they don't really want you to upload this. So you heard the audio, and he didn't have a chance. The moment the room door opened, that cop shot immediately. So as you heard, he had just a vape pen in his hand. He was no threat to the police, and they shot him anyway. Wow. So this was out of Columbus, Ohio, and this is what was seen after the body cam was released. And it's like anything else. There's always a hesitancy to show you what really happened. So Donovan Lewis was only 20 years old. He died on Tuesday after being shot by police. Rick Anderson, a 30-year veteran of the Columbus Division of Police, assigned K-9 units. So yes, they went in there with the K-9. According to a police statement, there was no justification for the officer to shoot. Rex Elliott, the attorney for the Lewis family, said at a news conference on Thursday morning, Donovan was unarmed. He was abiding by police commands to come out of his room when he was shot in cold blood by Officer Anderson, Elliott said, flanked by Lewis' parents, siblings, grandmother, aunt, and family members, friends. And they were just a few of many people that had their lives altered forever because of the events of early Tuesday morning. So the shooting is, of course, under investigation, and we know how this stuff works. When these folks got to investigate themselves, they're not going to find a thing wrong in what they did. You know how it is. So the case follows controversial police encounters with Black Americans that have sparked protests nationwide, including Columbus, where there was a series of killings by law enforcement have been happening since 2020. The U.S. Department of Justice has agreed to review the city's division of police. So, y'all, it's an election year. So, they're going to try to act like they really care. And you may see them doing a little more than they normally do. After the election, they're going to ignore any shooting that they see up at that Justice Department. That's how they roll. So, a news release by the police indicated the man was shot, later identified as Lewis as the person sought in a felony warrant. Okay, so even if you had a warrant on him, why not try to take him alive? Because y'all don't want to do that. And I don't care what nobody say. I believe they get paid a lot of money behind the scenes for killing one of us. I really do. I think that's why we see it so often. They're not doing, you know how these people are. They don't do stuff for free. They absolutely don't. So the shooting occurred around 2 a.m. Tuesday at an apartment building where unarmed officers were serving a felony warrant for domestic violence and assault and improper handling of a firearm, Brian said. And, and you heard that was on the video as well. So they knocked at the door. They claimed they had to wait several minutes and nobody's exactly happy to see these cops coming. I mean, let's be real. If y'all show up, somebody's going to die. So eventually a man came to the door. He was detained, Brian said, and he told officers he'd been sleeping and took a knife out of his pocket. A second man inside the apartment was detained about a minute later. So, of course, Lewis did not make it at all. And wow, 20 years old and gone already. So, they're yammering about the investigation will be thorough and all that stuff. Well, a lot of people don't have any faith in the investigations that the police do on themselves for very good reason. We never really see good results. It's very rare. Most of the time, you just sit back 2 weeks. I don't believe you're investigating at all. I think you're just sitting and waiting for 2 weeks, come back out to the public, and then claim there was no wrongdoing. I think that's usually what you do. If you didn't care about the person that you shot, you're not going to put much into no investigation. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's stop being fake up in here. You're not going to put a lot into investigations over people that you don't even like. And that's a fact. But y'all, please tell me what you think. I mean, that's how police operate in America. They want to come out on the scene and execute anybody that got more melanin in their skin than they do. Very color-struck country, for real. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.